Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Meenakshi Shrigandhi, Assistant Professor from Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Welcome to the video lecture on break and continue statements. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to use the break and continue statements. Let us see what our jump statements are. Jump statements in Python are used to alter the flow of a loop. They are usually used to skip a part of a loop or terminate a loop. Usually in Python, it provides the following jump statements like break, continue, and pass. In this video lecture, we are going to focus on two of the jump statements. Those are break and continue. Pass will be seen in our next video lecture. Let us see what is a break statement is. The break statement is usually used inside a loop or a switch. When the keyword break is used, it allows a programmer to terminate a loop. When the break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately terminated and the program control automatically goes to the first statement following the loop. Let us see the flowchart. So, here is the flowchart. So, this is a loop condition which is tested. If the condition is false, then directly we are coming out of the loop. But if the condition is true and we are using a break statement, usually a break statement is used with the if statement. If the if condition becomes true and there if the break statement is used, then it will directly break the loop and it will come out of the loop. But if the if condition is false, then it will execute the body of the loop and it will go for the next condition testing. If this condition testing is true, then again the if statement inside which we are using a break statement that is tested. Once the if condition becomes true, then it will break the loop and it will come out of the loop. Let us see the working of a break statement inside a while loop. This is a while keyword followed by a Boolean expression. The condition is tested for this Boolean expression. If the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed. Inside this body of loop, a if conditional statement is used. If this condition comes out to be true, then the break statement is executed. When the break statement executes, then the control directly comes out of the loop and it will go to the next statement after the loop. But if the condition comes out to be false, then the break statement in the decision control statement is skipped, it is not executed, and it will go to the next statement inside the body of the loop. After that, the condition is tested again and this loop will repeat till the condition becomes false or the break statement is executed. Let us see the working of a break inside a for loop. Here, a for loop is used. So, for variable in the sequence, the body of the for loop is executed, inside which if decision control statement is executed. If the condition comes out to be true, then the break statement is executed. Once the break statement is executed, it will come out of the loop. But if this condition comes out to be false, then the if block is skipped and it will go to the execution of the body of the for loop, and again it will go to the next sequence of the for loop. This will be in a loop till the variable is in the sequence or the break statement is executed. Once the break statement is executed, then it will come out of the loop. Let us see an example using the break statement. Here is a program to demonstrate the use of a break statement. So, here we are trying to print the numbers from 1 to 10. So, that is printed first. Now, here we are using a for loop which is in the range from 1 to 100 with the increment of 1. So, here when I is equal to 1, when I becomes equal to 1, then we are using a break statement. See, our purpose in this program is to print the numbers from 1 to 10. But in this loop, we can see that the range of the for loop is from 1 to 100. So, we want to stop the loop once I reach to 11. So, once I reach to 11, then we are using a break statement. So, it will come out of the loop. If I is not equal to 11, we are printing the value of I. So this will be in a loop till I becomes equal to 10. When I becomes equal to 11, then the break statement is executed and it will come out of the loop. So our output is provided here. So for this program, the output is the numbers printed from 1 to 10. Try to think and answer. Write a program to check if a given number is a prime number or not. Pause the video for some time and note down the answer in your book. Here is an example using break statement again. In this program, we are checking if a given number is a prime number or not. For this, first we are taking the input from the user by using the input function. After that, we are using the loop for I in the range from 2 to num. The number is a prime number if it is divisible by 1, otherwise it is divisible by the number itself. If it is divisible by any other number other than 1 and the number itself, then it's not a prime number. For that, to check the divisibility, we are using the loop, which is ranging from 2 to num. With each iteration, we are checking the divisibility for that number. If it is divisible other than 1 and the number, then we are indicating that by making the flag equal to 0. This flag equal to 0 indicates that the number is also divisible by other than 1 and the number itself. So it is indicating that the number is not a prime number. In that case, we are making flag equal to 0. And after that, we are using a break statement because we don't need to go for another iteration. That's why we are using a break statement. It will come out of the loop. Otherwise, if the number is not divisible by I, then we are making flag equal to 1. Flag equal to 1 indicates that the number is a prime number and it is not divisible by any other number other than 1 and the number itself. Once it will come out of the loop, we are checking the flag status. If the flag is equal to 1, it is indicated that it's a prime number and we are printing that the number is a prime number. Else indicates that the flag is not equal to 1. It indicates that the flag is equal to 0. That indicates that the number is not a prime number. So based on this, the output is provided. Here in this case, we are seeing two test cases. For test case 1, the number entered is 23. We know 23 is not divisible by any other number other than 1 and the number itself. That's why 23 is a prime number. And the another test case is the number entered is 14. We know that 14 is divisible by 2 also, by 7 also. So it's not a prime number. It is printing that 14 is not a prime number. Let us see the continue statement. The continue statement is used only in loops. The continue statement is exactly opposite to the break statement. When continue statement is encountered within a loop, the remaining statements within the body are skipped, but the loop condition is checked to see if the loop should continue or exit. So a flowchart is provided here. So here the condition is actually tested. If the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed. But if the condition is false, then it will exit the loop. But if the condition is true, in the body of the loop, if a continue statement is encountered, then it will not go to the next part of the loop, but it will directly go to the beginning of the loop and it will test for another condition. This will be in a loop till the condition becomes false. Once the condition of the Boolean expression becomes false, it will come out of the loop. But only the usage of the continue statement is that when a certain condition is reached, then some part of the body is skipped and it will go for the next condition to be tested in the loop condition. Let us see the working of a continue in a while loop. So this is a while loop. So here the while is associated with a Boolean expression. If the condition is true, then the body of the while loop is executed. In this, in the decision control statement, we are using a continue statement. If the condition comes out to be true, then the continue statement is executed. When the continue statement is executed, it will go to the beginning of the loop and it will test for the next condition. Let us see the working of continue in the for loop. Here in the for loop, the variable is in the sequence and the body of the for loop is executed. In the body of the for loop, again the decision control statement is used. If the condition for the decision control statement is true, then the continue statement is executed. Once it gets executed, control goes to the beginning of the loop and it will go to the next sequence. And if the condition comes out to be false, this part gets skipped and it will go to the next part of the for loop. Let us see an example using continue statement. So here is a program to demonstrate the use of continue statement. We are using a loop and I is ranging from 1 to 11 with an increment of 1, and when I reaches to 5, then we are using a continue statement, else we are only printing the value of 5. So I is actually taking the values from 1 to 10. For the first 4 values, this condition becomes false. In that case, it is printing the values of I from 1 to 4. But once the value of I reaches to 5, then a continue statement is executed. It will go to the beginning of the loop, and here the value of I, which is equal to 5, is not printed. When it goes to the beginning of the loop, it will take the next sequence in the loop, that is, it will take the value of I as 6. And in that case, it will now print the values of I from 6 to 10. So this is the output for this program. The numbers from 1 to 10 are printed, but you can see that when the value of I becomes equal to 5, that is not printed. So here the value of 5 is not printed. Try to think an answer. Write a program to remove the space in between 2 words in a given string. Pause the video for some time and note down the answer in your book. Here is an example using continue statement again, and the program is to remove the space in between 2 words in a given string. At the very first step, we are taking the input from the user for a string. Then we are printing the entered string. After that, we are using a for loop. I will take each character from the string. With each character in the string, the I's value is tested whether it is equal to space. If it is equal to space, then we are going for a continue, means what, that is not printed, and it will go to the beginning of the loop. If I is not equal to space, then it is printed. So this loop will repeat till all the characters are ended, and it will not print anything when a space is executed. So the output for this program is shown here. Here the user has entered hello world, that has been printed, and after removing the spaces, you can see that the space in between the hello and world is removed. These are my references. Thank you.